Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on crypto. Hope you're having a great day. Woke up this morning with a fire in my belly, just ready to get things done, right? Doing my research and came across a really interesting thing. He was interested in automating the blockchain, for basically the Ethereum blockchain for DeFi transactions. It kind of makes sense, right? I just don't know the details behind it, the details into it. What else could it be used for? What else are they looking for, if anything? But, to what end is my question. But very interesting that they're looking to automate that process. And, if you think about everything that centralized exchanges and certain decentralized exchanges have to do to remain compliant and all that good stuff, they have to report a lot of information to various governments around the world. So if the EU had a way of monitoring the blockchain themselves, then it would take the burden off of those companies or those organizations to do that level of reporting. So I find that to be interesting. Again, I'm just interested in finding out what that detail is in that automated monitoring, and then what happens, like what are triggers and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm interested in. Now, this next level of story is Portugal. You remember Portugal. They were the big, crypto haven, blah, 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 blah. Well, I told you a few months ago that they started changing the game when it comes to crypto. Banks were cutting off crypto companies and things like that. So right now what they're saying is, well, we're going to introduce a 28% first year capital gains tax, right? And I'm kind of sitting there, and it's supposed to be implemented for the 2023 tax season. And if you realize capital gains, the following year, you're good. You don't have a problem for that, right? But it's the first year, obviously a rolling 1 year period, right? So if you purchase on day one, January 1st, and you don't sell until the next January 1st, you pay no capital gains tax for now. But Portugal is demonstrating their ability to quickly change operational parameters within their state. So I would keep an eye on that. I don't know if I would start a crypto company there. Something really to contemplate as you start thinking about taxes and all that stuff, paying taxes and things like that. But I'm not worried about paying taxes. I'm more concerned about the goal line being changed all the time. That's what I'm interested in finding out. Big news, TrueFi. Now, TrueFi issued a default notice to Blockwater for about $3.4 million, right? It only represents, that the loan to Blockwater is what, 2% of their total value out there. So I'm sitting back and I go, you might not know of this company. Let me read off a few current and past customers. Alameda Research, Amber Group, and other not so great firms like Celsius and Babel Finance. But they're very well known in the space, and the 2% is not the problem. The problem is Wintermute. You might not remember Wintermute, but Wintermute has a $92 million debt to TrueFi, and it comes due in just a few days, October 15th. What's really interesting is just a little while ago, I think within the past month or something like that, I have to go back to my notes, Wintermute was hit with a hack that saw $160 million drained from their platform. So the question I have now is Wintermute in a position to default? Just saying. That would be interesting. So paying attention to that. I think TrueFi is in a good liquidity space. I don't know that they would have the major problems. It would definitely be a hit, but it's a big deal. They currently have, I think, 8 loans out there. Wintermute being the biggest. Again, 92 mil. That's $92 million in USDT. That's not a small number. Not a small number at all. So I'm paying attention to that because that could have ripple effects should something go awry. I'm not saying that something is going awry. I'm just saying if it does, that could have some ripple effects going on. Polygon, in case you didn't know, Polygon launched their ZK rollup. Or their implementation of ZK rollup, which takes their scaling to way, way higher heights. And the really cool thing is that it cuts fees by like 90% and it scales like nobody's business without compromising security. So everything Ethereum wants to do in the coming year, 2 years, Polygon now already has. Scaling, security, throughput, all that. They now have it in a transparent fashion. Wow. So are they going to attract more projects? Probably. So that's interesting to me. I think it's going to have long-term effects, knock-on effects, and I think that's a good thing. The biggest news that I heard today, Coinbase got licensed in Singapore. Singapore, as you know, is a major financial hub. So that's a very, very, very big deal. But it's minuscule in comparison to the latest deal that they just did with Google. So here's the deal. So Google is going to use Coinbase for their crypto payments. So the question becomes, are they going to be using crypto payments for, let's say, cloud services? That would be pretty cool. What's the next one? The next one is, well, Coinbase is also going to migrate from AWS, Amazon Web Services, over to Google Cloud. So it's a win-win for both companies involved. And kind of a loss for Amazon. Just right there. Sorry. Not really. But it's all very interesting. I try to give you things that, you can start to think about now and that are going to have effects as we're going on. And the reason why I do that is because I want you to start doing your own research and comparing notes and also looking for things that are going to have an impact now and follow-on effects. Because the more adept you get at identifying those things, the more adept you get at making money, maintaining money, instead of losing money. Just a thought. Anyway, let's get to the numbers because I think today's numbers are really interesting. Market is little unchanged today. The stock market, I think, actually I'm looking at it right now, is pretty much, unchanged. Looking at Bitcoin, we'll get there in a minute, but looking at Bitcoin is down a bit. So I might buy on the dip. Just saying, that could be a thing. Let's just refresh this so we have the latest and greatest numbers. Who's down that I'm paying attention to? I have not done any research on decentralized social yet. They're down 10%. Being that I own a social media platform, ours is Rebel Vino, and it's dedicated to food and beverage. Being that we already have that, I'm obsessed with trying to understand how you would bring social to blockchain, and why. Just my thing. Optimism is down 8%. Not something I'm holding a bag for. Anything else on here that I'm actually paying attention to? Calling out Near Protocol being down 7%. Who else? Stellar down 7%. That's interesting. Chili's is down 6% to 19 cents. Wow, that's big. Because you figure the reason why I say that's big is because you have the World Cup coming up right now. So is this a dip before a nice pop? Don't know. But I am holding a little bit of Chili's. I think it has potential because it's a fan coin, and fans don't go away. Fans spend money. They do things, good times, bad times. They don't go away. Anybody else I'm paying attention to? XRP down to 49 cents, down 5%. Again, 5% and below, I don't really pay attention to. It's just worthy of note that XRP is down, having already come up to 49 cents. That, you see what I'm saying? So again, it was just like 2-3 weeks ago that it was at 30 cents. So that's something to pay attention to for me. Looking at the what's coming up this week, we have a lot of numbers coming up. Core CPI, the producer price index coming up on Wednesday. That CPI stuff comes out on Thursday. We've got a number of companies reporting their numbers this week, so a pretty active week. What else? The fear and greed index is at 24 right now. Still in fear. Not sure why there's so much fear. I think it's fear only because the market is down. It's kind of just going sideways. So we're going to go sideways like this for a while. People are unsure about the recession. Jamie Dimon came out and said, we probably have another, 6 to 9 months, we're probably going to be in a recession. And I heard him on CNBC and he was saying, well, the Fed was really late in coming to the game, but now they're moving forward and they're really, focused on getting there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Is that because, certain numbers came out last week and everybody started to realize that, holy crap, Jay Powell might be actually correct? Just saying. Bitcoin, if you look at my inner band, marked by the green lines, okay, Bitcoin is trading just below that inner band, but still above and within, or rather within my outer band, which is marked by the blue lines. Again, my floor for Bitcoin is 17,600. That's my floor for Bitcoin, and we're not there. We're still in the 19s. We're still at this is a good price to buy it, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm probably going to pick up a little bit of Bitcoin. I think I'm going to grow my Bitcoin bag over the next little while. I've been buying other things and growing bags there. Like I bought a ton of Ethereum, just making sure that I have the right mixture of coins, So I want to make sure that I load up on some more, Bitcoin. I've been buying Bitcoin to do other transactions. Now I'm going to be buying Bitcoin to hold Bitcoin, more Bitcoin. If you look at the numbers from a pictorial view, if it decides to ever pop up, there you go. You can see that things are pretty much in the red. Not a happy place for everybody, right? That said, again, I want you to pay attention to where things are. So you have XRP down, like I said, to 49 cents, but this is up from like 30 cents. Just saying. So pay attention. Things might be looking red, but are they really? Understand how numbers move and what's moving. Cardano, where are you? There you are. So Cardano's at 59 cents. I haven't seen this in a little while. Remember, it was happy being above 40 cents, usually at around, 43 cents. It has not done anything since the Vassal hard fork, except go a little negative. I'm expecting that as time goes on, people will start to realize that Cardano is a really good platform, strong, stable, fast, cheap. And then I think we'll start to see things pick up. For right now, I'm looking at that number and I'm kind of salivating. I kind of got to get in. Ethereum makes me want to get in as well. The reason why, it's under 1,300. It's under 1,300. So it's making me want to go, I can buy a little bit more. Just saying. It's something to think about. Oh, other news. So the Binance Smart Chain, right? Binance just released a patch on the Binance, for the Binance Smart Chain because of the hack that happened last week. So not only were they able to quickly isolate that hack with the help of their validators, but now they're able to address that hack in a similar fashion. So I'm kind of like, oh, that's interesting. Let's see how that plays out. But good stuff. Doge is down 6 cents. So these are all things that, I pay attention to, but something that you should be paying attention to beyond just the 1 hour, 24 hour is going to be the 1 hour, 24 hour, 7 day, 30 day, 90 day, year to date, right? That's going to give you a broader view of where you are. Right? If you've made that investment, gives you a broader view if you want to make an investment. Again, do your own research, learn how to do the math, and start paying attention. Pay attention to trading volumes, trading pairs, things like that are going to make a difference. No, I still have, I know I was talking about helium yesterday. No, I have not. Somebody just asked me. I have not done enough research on helium to find out why Binance is delisting certain pairings on their Binance exchange. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto. If you like the journey that me and my kids are on, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Absolutely, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop a new video. And don't forget to tell your friends. Have a good one. Bye-bye.